are what they are.
Right.
Yeah, we all got one.
Yeah, kind of dropped them off.
Oh, mine says Mr. Dustin Plus.
Well,
Then why did-
no, I was gonna.
That was Connie. No, she.
All right, moving forward, Ms. Franklin, you'd asked to be recognized.
Yes, sir. I'd like to call the question.
Okay, question has been called. All in favor of the resolution, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right, so we have 4 ayes.
Mr. Chair, can I redo that? I didn't, I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. I thought we were.
Okay, I'm sorry. All right, all in favor
Mr. Chair,
of-
for clarity, how about a showing of hands for this vote?
Okay. All right, all in favor of the resolution, raise your hand. Okay, all opposed? Okay, well, and like I say, we'll be discussing it in May, so. All right, moving on, next we have, do I have a motion to authorize the superintendent to execute a change order to the HM Kern Corporation to upfit the new system-wide network operations center in an amount not to exceed $140,000?
So moved.
Is there-
Second.
Second? All right, all in favor, or, I'm sorry, any questions or comments? We actually discussed this during our work session, but if you have any questions, that'll be fine. Okay, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay, thank you very much. And now we're going to, I believe I've got everything except for the 2 policies, am I right? I want to make sure I don't miss anything. So, first policy for the action agenda is 2240, the board appointments of trustees to the AB Tech Community College. Do I have a motion to approve?
So moved, Mr. Chair.
Second.
So I have a second. Is there any questions or discussion about that?
I did want to mention something, if I could find my notes, I'm sorry. Mixed up it here.
Does anyone else on the board have a question or discussion about this while we're waiting?
No, Mr. Chair. I don't.
Okay.
I guess I just wanted to emphasize in here, the policy says, let's see. It talks about the policy's not strong enough for me. I am going to vote for it, but that there should be a selection and, I feel like there should be a selection and interview, an application, application and interview process for the people we approve for the AB Tech Board. In the past, we haven't even met the individuals, we just receive a name. I know other counties like Haywood actually interview the candidates, because this is very important responsibility we have to ensure that the best candidate gets the position. So I wanted to emphasize that the next time this comes around, that we appoint someone, that we go through an application and interview process.
And it does say that in the last paragraph. So, all in favor, please say aye.
For clarification.
Oh, I'm sorry.
May I please speak? Thank
Yes,
you.
I'm sorry.
I'd like for the public to know that this is a joint effort between Asheville City and Buncombe County. It is not something that we do independently, and that's important to me for you to know and understand that.
Right, I think we take turns appointing individuals.
We do it cooperatively.
Mhm. Well, then, this is a great point to check their policy out, too, and see if they are interested. Yeah, the last
Can I
paragraph.
call the question
That-
again?
Just for
No.
clarification, they are adopting the exact same policy. Both boards are
Okay.
adopting
Thank
the exact
you.
same policy.
Yep.
Yeah, and
Okay.
what Bob was referring to, the sentence, I believe, is in selecting any school board appointee, each school board may elect to solicit interest for the position as it deems appropriate. So I'm just saying, I would like for us to engage in an application and interview process.
Okay, duly noted. All in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. And the other policy to be moved was 5110? I'm sorry? 50, was it 5210 or?
No, it's 5110. It's our relationship with the county commissioners. And
5110.
make that motion.
Do I have a motion to approve
I
that
make the
policy?
motion.
All right, is there a second?
Second.
Okay.
And I'm very grateful for this policy. I wanted to emphasize how not only this policy, but 8100, our finance policy, encourages us to establish a working relationship with the county commissioners, particularly with regards to establishing our budget. And I just really want to emphasize trying to reschedule that meeting with them is very important, especially before the deadline in May for our budget to them. And if there's any way at all possible, since we are approving this tonight, that we make that extra effort to try to get together with them prior to the May deadline.
Anyone else? All right, all in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Okay, I believe we've hit all of the action agenda items. Next, we have a board directive. Ms. Churchill, would you like to make that in the form of a motion?
Sure. I make the motion that we direct the administration to survey parents of elementary students to gauge interest in having an optional year-round school.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Okay.
May I speak to that?
Yes,
a
you
minute?
can.
Along this line, I've received an email from someone that, in my district, that voiced an interest for having a year-round school. And I forwarded that to Ms. Swanger, and she responded to that person, I'm sure appropriately. But from time to time, this topic comes around, and as Asheville City is doing it, Henderson County does it. Perhaps it is a good time for us to look into this and satisfy those that are asking questions.
I have a friend in Wake County, and he says the year-round school is great because you can go to Disney World at the best times of the year. So I think that's probably
That'd be a
pretty
really
strong
good
right there.
I'm real glad to hear you have a friend in Wake County.
There you go. Aren't you my friend, Miss Franklin?
Yes, sir, but I'm
Okay.
not from Wake County.
Okay, all right. All right, any other, Ms. Churchill, would you like to speak to it?
Well, just the reason behind it is I too had received some interest from parents asking about the option of a year-round school. I thought that this might be the quickest and most cost-effective way to get things started, and thought that by starting with the elementary students, they seem to be the ones I've been told that would be the easiest to function in a year-round school environment. And just for me personally, I thought that this also might work with our summer reading program. Perhaps if we had the year-round option, we might see some improvements in our reading scores that would eliminate the need for the, or I shouldn't say eliminate, decrease the need for the summer reading program, and maybe save the dollars that way also. So that was just the reason. And I was also told that this would be something that would be simple enough to implement, and that we could even look at doing this by district, as far as getting the percentages separated out by district. So I would also like to see that done. I
Okay.
need to amend that.
Mr. Chair?
Yes.
May I ask for clarification? This.
Oh.
When you're speaking, Amy, you're speaking of the survey, not an actual implementation
Oh,
of
yes,
year-round
yes,
school?
yes, yes. Just
Okay.
the survey could be done where, for instance, once we have the results, we could say Robertson District has a 95% interest in it. Inca District doesn't want to go to Disney World, and therefore they have a 40% interest. So that's just, I just thought that might help us better with our decision-making for the future, and certainly this would be a down-the-road idea, just something to think about out there.
Sure.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, and I would like to just say that I do support more parent input into decisions. I have reservations about year-round programs just from reading the research on it and, costs, the intercessions that don't necessarily work, latchkey children problems and other things. But I would support this motion to get parent input.
Okay. Anything else? All in favor, please signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All right. Any opposed? All right. Moving on to the consent agenda, we have several items, including the remaining policies in Series 5000 that are on for the second reading. Do I have a motion to approve the consent agenda?
I so move.
Is there a second? We have a second. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed? Okay. We also have some policies on there for first reading. Reminder that we will be having a budget workshop facilities need meeting on April the 24th, starting at 1 o'clock. The public is invited. And our next regularly scheduled meeting will be Thursday, May 1st at 6:30. Do I have a motion to adjourn?
I so move.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.